guys ever do the horns?
The horns? No.
We'll do this though. Nah.
No, we do this.
Run, 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 run.
Oh dear, what the fuck have we here? These motherfuckers all throwing no rolls. You guys with a bad dream better not sleep. They can know those do some blow.
I just like heavy music in general, you know? From heavy rock and heavy metal and heavy rap and heavy everything. Anything that kind of gets to the more emotional and dark side of music. I grew up on also stuff like Gang of Four and Suicide and the Melvins, The Clash, as well as all the hip hop music that I grew up on. Run DMC was heavy, EPMD was heavy, Public Enemy was heavy, Ice Cube was heavy. The stuff that really got me moving was the stuff that kind of punched you in the gut a little bit, so. I'm of the generation that discovered Aerosmith because of Run DMC. They just looked crazy to me. They were the dudes in the Run DMC video. That was who Aerosmith was. I was telling him that we're the generation that found out about Aerosmith.
Oh yeah, because of Run DMC. Yep, straight up.
Toys and the Addict is one of the most incredible break beats of all time. It was a well-known break in the hip-hop world. And DJs used to loop it up. And that's how they created that song. Rick Rubin was like, let's just get Aerosmith. As the story goes, I think Run DMC were like not into it, but they were like, all right, fine. They were just weird looking guys in a Run DMC video to me. I hope to live long enough to be the weird looking guy in some up and coming rock video one day.
Oh!
And shout out to Rick Rubin too.
Yeah, shout out to Rick, exactly.
I mean?
And when Ron, L, and the Beasties put me firmly in the, I'm supposed to like rock and roll.
When that started to penetrate into rap music, that was when it was like,
we sold.
Rap music is tough. When rap music became badass, I think is right when me and Mike started getting obsessed with rap music. Yeah. You know, this is like probably in the mid 80s.
I'm lucky enough to have grown up at a time when you could see Run DMC and Metallica in the same summer, you know. Whether it was like Kill 'Em All in 83 and Run DMC coming in 83, 84. I was into just like rage. Early rap and metal kind of provided an outlet so that you didn't have to like go to school, be angry. You could just get it all out playing the music loud in the room. So it was Zeppelin, it was Sabbath, you know, on some Southern rock. It always had that darkness to it, you know what I mean? And it had to feel cinematic.
I've been fortunate to work with a lot of people that I really admire and other worlds other than just rap, and people have dug what I've been doing. Anyone from Zach De La Rocha, Reznor, and Mars Volta.
He introduced me to Zach. I was sitting in a trunk, and he came back like, hey, yo. And I walked over there and seen Zach and lost my mind. And the same thing with Trent Reznor. Trent Reznor said, hey, Jamie. I turned around, saw Trent scream like a girl and beg for a selfie.
Children of men on the throne, roll for no atonement. Got me feeling like I'm Clive Owen, rolling through a future frozen.
I was a Rage fan, man. I was crazy about just the moment in the 90s into the early 2000s where you had aggressive rap groups like a Cube and a PE, and you were able to see them with like Rage, whether it was a Deftones or Lincoln, you were able to see like all this shit together.
There are through lines in the aesthetic, and you know, definitely in terms of the production, and it's allowed me to be lucky enough to get to know, you know, people outside of my genre and to work with them, and it's friendships. A lot of it is friendships, but you know, the stuff like the work that I did with Reznor and the stuff that came out of him, you know, just reaching out, and you know, stuff like the work that I did with Mars Volta, that was the same deal. The thing about hip hop producers and the thing about hip hop musicians is that we listen to everything and we're inspired by everything. Some of the most famous rap songs in the world are breaks from rock records, as everyone knows. When I was looking to get into crafting a sound that appealed to my aesthetic, I was looking more in the prog rock and roll sections of the record stores to flip through and get ideas and listen to, and just because it appealed to me. As a genre, as a culture, we've always been really explorative. Everyone could kind of tailor what they did with hip-hop music to the other tastes that they had. Maybe 10 years ago, we were doing a festival, and me and my friends took mushrooms. The Melvins were doing a show. I had never seen them live, and I was like, guys, we gotta go check out the Melvins. And it blew my face back. It was the heaviest, most amazing show that I had ever seen. And then I immediately went back and bought all the records I didn't know, like started obsessively listening to it again.
The other thing that pulled me deeper down the dark rock wormhole, the Road Warriors, the wrestlers who were from Chicago. They used to enter the ring to Iron Man by Sabbath, and they would beat the shit out of their opponents in like 30 seconds, give the best interview you ever walked.
We get what we want. We do what we say.
When people play your music and they're coming out to beat someone's ass on television, you know that you're, in some regard, you're headed in the right direction.
Animal and Hawk, they made me love Sabbath in a way that, I just thank y'all. Thank y'all for that. And the guys who got their ass beat, thank y'all too. Yeah, I want to give a special shout out to Ice-T because he doesn't get the credit he deserves in the hip hop world for being literally the forerunner of the gangster rap, but beyond that, being one of the fiercest proponents for free speech, and I say that because it wasn't even in rap as much as metal where he defined himself. He fought the same fight as a member of a metal band when he created Body Count, and he had a song called Cop Killer that was in response to cops killing kids then, and almost 30 years later we have the same thing we're talking about. But that record put him on an FBI list, got him watched. I went to see them at like 15, 16 years old, and he just, he inspired me and let me know it was okay to love rap and love metal. Whether it was Body Count or Suicidal Tendencies, music at that time in my life showed me that as a musician, you were supposed to be brave.
Our experience of learning about music is chasing down that hard moment, that just riff, and so there's a real connection there. I'm lucky that I get to not only do the music that I love to do, but I also get to experiment and be involved with other artists that I love.
I encourage more people who don't look alike or from the same places to ask each other about music and listen to it.
The future stacked like a rubber band. Off my phone on a hand-to-hand. Eat truth from the way